Welcome. Today, we're not just discussing, we're relaying a series of narratives, stories that delve into the truly bizarre, instances where reality itself seems to almost stutter. These aren't just strange happenings, they're chilling personal accounts that might make you question, well, everything you thought you knew about the world around you.
What's truly fascinating here, I think, is how these individual experiences, while isolated, they sort of echo a common feeling, the sense of unreality, almost as if something fundamental has shifted, even just for a moment.
Precisely. And we'll be sharing 3 such stories today. Each one is perhaps a bit more unsettling than the last, so settle in, because these are the kinds of tales that tend to stay with you. Okay, so we begin with a man's perplexing account. It involves lost memories and, well, what seems like an altered reality. This happened or started about 12 years ago. He was a teenager then. He met 2 girls, Michelle and Anna. He actually dated Anna for almost 3 years. He describes spending a massive amount of time together with both of them, and he says he still has tons of pictures and online chat logs to prove it.
So he has actual evidence, physical or digital proof.
Exactly. Eventually, you know how it is. They all went their separate ways for college. Lost touch, but amicably. Then, just a couple of years ago, completely out of the blue, he runs into Michelle. He said, hello, friendly. But she seemed to have absolutely no idea who I was. Just blank confusion.
Wow. Okay. After knowing each other well.
Yeah. So he tells her his name, tries to jog her memory, mentions their high school, mentions Anna, and her expression changes from confusion to what he called absolute terror.
Terror, not just confusion.
Terror. She got angry, started yelling, "Who the fuck are you? Get away from me!"
Wow.
He was stunned, obviously, and just had to leave. He was deeply freaked out. So after that, he decides to look up Anna online, see if she remembers him. He finds her living out of state, sends an email. She replies, verifies it's her. But just like Michelle, she seems to have absolutely no recollection of him. None.
Again, completely blank.
Completely. When he mentions dating her for almost 3 years, she apparently just laughed at him, said something like, "That's ridiculous. I was dating Mike through most of high school."
Mike. A different person altogether.
Right. She accused him of playing some kind of trick and then just hung up on him.
This really raises a heavy question, doesn't it? How profoundly can our personal histories diverge from people we, thought we shared them with? Or maybe seemingly shared them with? It's more than just forgetting.
Definitely. And the mystery, it just got deeper a few months ago. He was going through old computer data backups, found an old disk. On it, he found audio recordings from way back, early 2002, answering machine messages. He said he used to record them onto his computer mic, a habit he linked to his autism, this inclination towards saving and categorizing things that feel important.
Okay, so preserving memories was important to him.
Yeah. Now, much of the disk was corrupted, but 2 messages were intact. Judging by the file names, one was labeled Jessica, the other Heather. In the messages, both girls declared that they loved him. But here's the kicker. He didn't recognize their voices, didn't recognize the names either, said he hadn't known anyone called Jessica or Heather since maybe grade school.
So voices declaring love, but they're complete strangers to his memory now.
Exactly. So determined to figure this out, he calls up a few old friends from his teen years. He asks them about Michelle and Anna. None of them had any idea who Michelle or Anna were, never heard of them.
So his friends don't remember the girls he remembers.
Not at all. And they didn't remember a Heather either. However, they all remembered something else. They all mentioned how he had spent years absolutely in love with a girl named Jess.
Jess, not Jessica from the recording.
Yeah. Well, listen. They said he wouldn't shut up about her, that he was absolutely heartbroken when she broke up with me. None of them could recall Jess's last name or even where she went to school, but they gave a physical description. A short and slightly chubby blonde-haired girl with a squeaky high-pitched voice.
Okay.
And the girl on his recording, the one named Jessica, her voice apparently fit that description perfectly.
Wow. So the recording matches the girl his friends remember, but he doesn't remember her at all.
Right. He has pictures of Anna, chat logs with Anna. He knows that wasn't in his head. So how could Michelle and Anna vanish from everyone else's memory and this Jess appear? A Jess he has zero memory of, but everyone else insists was central to his life.
It's like a personal Mandela effect almost. A complete divergence of timelines or realities focused just on him and his immediate circle. Extremely disorienting.
It really makes you question the stability of memory and, reality itself. Okay, let's move to our next story. This one takes us into an old 24-story apartment building, a place described by the security guard, Sam, as basically the Overlook Hotel at night. Gives you a sense of the atmosphere.
Right. Isolated and potentially unnerving.
So Sam is the nighttime attendant. One night, it's late, maybe 3:40 a.m. The front desk phone rings. He answers. It's a female voice, but it's totally garbled, he says. Hard to understand. The only words he can clearly make out are 20 and then 23rd floor.
Specific floors.
Yeah. He tries like 3 times to understand what she needs, can't make it out, so he just says, okay, I'll come up, meet you in the hallway on 23. He goes to the main elevators and finds both of them are already up on the 23rd floor, which is a bit unusual.
Both waiting up there, okay.
So he calls the older service elevator. It comes down from the 7th floor. He gets in, hits the button for 23, but nothing happens. The elevator won't move, and the inner door, it won't close. Yeah. So he goes to fiddle with the reset panel, try to get it going. And as he does that, the elevator suddenly just shoots upwards, violently shaking, and the inner door is still open.
Whoa, that's not supposed to happen.
Yeah.
At all. Major safety issue there or something else entirely.
Exactly. He just stays towards the back, he said, freaking out. Understandably. It finally reaches the 23rd floor, and then the door closes behind him just fine, like nothing happened.
Okay, that's incredibly strange.
He steps out. The hallway is totally deserted, silent. He walks slowly, listening. Nothing. He heads towards the main elevators, the ones that were already up there, finds them just sitting there, doors wide open.
Doors open, waiting.
Yeah. He thinks, okay, maybe the elevators are just on the fritz, acting up.
Oh.
But then he hears it, the sound of the back stairwell door closing, a heavy fire door.
Someone using the stairs.
He goes quickly to check, looks down the stairwell. Lo and behold, he says, nobody's there.
Yep.
But the maintenance door to the machine room, right there off the stairwell landing, it's ajar, slightly open.
And is that unusual?
Very. Sam points out he is the only one in the entire building with a key to this room. It houses really, really loud machinery, gives access to the roof. He calls it creepy as feck, says no one ever goes in there.
And he's the only one with a key, but the door's open.
Right. So now he's seriously freaked out, but, it's his job.
Yeah.
He musters his courage, pushes the door open more, heads in, shouts hello. No response, just the loud hum of machinery. The lighting is bad, shitty fluorescent, he calls it. Hard to see. At the far end of the room, he sees the roof access door. And sure as shit, it's slightly open too.
The chain of weirdness continues.
He keeps going, slowly checking between the machines, doesn't find anyone. He gets to the roof door, opens it, steps out onto the roof. He leaves the door just as he found it, slightly ajar. Almost immediately, the door is pulled shut behind him. Slam.
Pulled shut by itself.
He emphasizes this door is heavy. It's hard to shut and hard to open. Needs real force, like really hard.
Yeah.
So he instantly grabs the handle, yanks it back open, slams it shut behind him this time, locking it from the roof side, basically trapping whatever, or whoever, might have been inside. Then he runs straight back through the machine room, slams that door shut too. It locks automatically when closed.
So he secured both doors?
Yes. Then runs back to the 23rd floor hallway, gets into one of the main elevators, door still open, and goes straight down to the first floor lobby. He sits back down at the desk, and as soon as he does, the phone rings again.
Oh, no.
He picks it up, doesn't say anything this time, just listens. And sure as hell, it's the same garbled female voice. Again, the only clear word is 23rd.
You're repeating it.
He just hangs up, turns the ringer off completely, spends the rest of the night, he says, just staring at the parking garage security monitor. Didn't want any more surprises.
Wow. That's quite a sequence. The escalation is what's so striking. From a weird call to physical impossibilities with the elevator and doors, the sense of being followed, it really layers on the dread.
And Sam mentioned other weird things too, not just that night. He said once he walked past a dark room on the first floor and swore I saw myself standing inside it. Just standing there.
Saw himself. Like a doppelganger.
Seems like it. And then the very next night, he was actually in that same room, cleaning. The lights suddenly flipped off. He turned around and saw a quick flash of myself walking past the doorway.
Whoa. Seeing himself again.
Yeah. He finished by saying, I don't know if this is a glitch or paranormal, but it's creepy as all hell.
That self-sighting element adds another layer entirely. It moves beyond just environmental weirdness into something more personal, more existential. It's profoundly unsettling.
It really is. Okay, for our final story, we shift gears slightly. This one comes from a narrator talking about his friend, Bob. And Bob is described as someone deeply rational, nearly 50, self-made man, one of the most logical, evidence-based people the narrator knows, not prone to flights of fancy at all.
So a skeptic, essentially, or at least very grounded.
Very much so. Bob had a very close friend and colleague named Phil. Phil was known for being reliable, a man of his word, a person of great honor and pride, someone who always kept his promises.
Dependable, trustworthy. Got it.
So, one Saturday, Bob and Phil hang out. They part ways on Sunday. As they're parting, Phil promises to meet Bob again later that week, specifically on Wednesday night.
Okay, a clear plan made.
Right. That Sunday night, after parting with Phil, Bob has a weird dream. He described it as incredibly vivid and lucid, felt very real. In the dream, he sees Phil walking towards him. Phil has this serene smile on his face, and he's wearing all white and barefooted.
Interesting imagery.
Phil speaks to Bob in the dream, talks to him for quite a while, actually. Then Phil says goodbye and just walks away. Bob wakes up. He thinks about the dream, notes how vivid it was, but, being rational Bob.
He dismisses it.
He quickly dismissed it, figures it's just a dream, gets ready for work on Monday morning. At work that Monday, a colleague comes up to Bob, speaks in a very low, hushed tone. The colleague says, "I just heard it. I'm so sorry, Bob." Bob, surprised, confused, asks, "Heard what? What happened?" And the colleague replies, "Oh, you didn't hear. Phil passed away yesterday."
Yesterday, meaning Sunday. The same day Bob had the dream.
The very same day, Phil had passed away unexpectedly on Sunday.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, for someone so rational like Bob, this experience must have been, paradigm shifting. It's a powerful instance of maybe intuition or some connection transcending physical barriers.
And that's exactly how Bob took it. It hit him then. Phil had kept his promise to meet him again.
Just not the way anyone expected. He fulfilled the promise, in a sense, through the dream.
A truly haunting way to keep your word. It really blurs the lines, doesn't it, between, the physical world and something else.
It really does. It challenges our neat categories. Is it precognition? A final communication? A profound coincidence charged with meaning? For Bob, the rationalist, the experience itself likely became undeniable, regardless of the label.
These accounts, all three of them, they really make you pause, don't they? They make you wonder about the very nature of reality. Are these just, extreme coincidences, weird workings of the mind under stress? Or are they brief, maybe terrifying glimpses into something? Something far more profound and unsettling about how things actually work.
Exactly. And if we think bigger picture, it raises that fundamental question. If reality can shift, even subtly, for one person, if memories diverge, if physical laws seem to bend, if connections transcend death, then how solid is our own perception of what's real? Especially when other people's memories or even the physical evidence around us seems to contradict our experience. It introduces a fundamental uncertainty.
These are definitely the kind of stories that linger. They make you ponder that thin veil between what we consider ordinary and the truly extraordinary, maybe even the terrifying. What stands out to you listening to these? It's certainly given us a lot to think about. We hope these stories have done the same for you, maybe left you feeling just a little on edge. It's been a truly unsettling collection today. Thank you for joining us for this deep dive into these strange accounts. For more chilling stories and dark narratives like these, make sure to visit and subscribe to our channel, Horror Docs. Please like this, share it if you found it interesting, and definitely hit that subscribe button to join our community. We've got many more tales from the shadows coming your way. Until next time, stay watchful and remember, sometimes the most interesting things happen in the dark.